Well, he was down there yesterday. Now he's on the Hill. Senator David Vitter is a Louisiana Republican. He's ticked off because the EPA will not allow the state to act on a dredging process. The senator's with me now, and good morning. You argue the dredging process used to shore up the barrier islands would save the state.
Right.
What in the world's the holdup?
We don't know. This has been before the administration for over 2 weeks, and I've been contacting them daily. Yesterday, I talked again for the 4th time with Admiral Thad Allen. I talked again with General Robert Van Antwerp, head of the Corps. We need a response. You know, I was with the cabinet secretaries in Louisiana yesterday where they talked BP, 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 BP. Obviously, BP is in the middle of this, but the federal government needs to respond too, and this is a classic case of that. We need the response from the federal agencies about this emergency drilling barrier island plan.
I tell you, Senator, it doesn't seem like you're going to get your way. I mean, if you wait 2 weeks on this, you can see the images and the pictures. It gets worse by the day. What would that dredging process do? I assume you build up the sand on the barrier islands and you prevent the water from coming any closer to the shoreline?
Correct. We have barrier islands, but they have been degraded over the last few decades, and there are major cuts and passes that have been built into them by erosion. So we would shore that up and close some of those passes. That would be like a big land boom to catch the oil and help mitigate the damages to the marshland.
You wrote a letter to the president. I think one of the lines you conclude here is quite ironic. You say, we're waiting for an environmental review when we have an ongoing environmental disaster occurring before our very eyes, Senator.
Yeah, I mean, the administration says they're in environmental review about this. Well, wait a minute, time out. We have heavy oil now infiltrating our marsh. All we're asking to do is rebuild the barrier islands to their prior state. This is a no-brainer. This should not take weeks of environmental review.
Have you heard anything from the EPA?
It's primarily the Corps of Engineers and Admiral Thad Allen who's in charge of the federal response. They say they're on it, they say they're looking at it, but
I apologize for interrupting. It's the EPA who says whether or not it's a danger to the environment, and don't they, that branch of the government, determine what you can and can't do?
Well, they would weigh in, but the Corps of Engineers would issue the permit or not issue the permit.
Okay. I don't know if you know about this report that Martha just broke here about an agency that oversees offshore drilling accepting gifts from oil companies?
Yeah, that's the first I've heard of it today. But if you remember, Bill, that same sort of report about MMS was in the news about 2 years ago. So this is nothing new, and why MMS hasn't changed in a fundamental way, why the culture there has not been changed is beyond me, because exactly that type of report was in public about 2 years ago.
Well, Senator, thank you for your time, and please be in touch with us, trying to figure out the best for your folks down there in the Gulf Coast. David Vitter, Republican from Louisiana, on the Hill.